how to understand men with these 5 love languages and why is it so important to know them, to apply them, but also for yourself. It's not just about giving to someone else. So today I want to talk about the 5 love languages, and I bring with me the amazing coach Isabelle. How are you doing, Coach Isabelle?
Doing well. Good to be here, Alex.
Yeah, it's amazing to have you here also. So the 5 love languages, it's I would say an amazing book from Gary Chapman, and he wrote this book, and we tell you how did I find about this book. But I want to hear about your thoughts about the 5 love languages. How did you find this idea, concept from Gary Chapman?
Well, it's a well-known book, so I guess it was recommended to me. I don't remember how the book has flown into my life. And I see them as, again, as a tool. It's a tool that you can use once you know how and understand it, how to build a better relationship, how to be closer, how to connect more, because that's what we all want, right? We want to connect more with our partner.
For sure.
So the 5 love languages are a good tool, and you mentioned something very important. They can also be used on yourself first.
You can know yourself first.
You get to know yourself first, and then you can understand your partner better, and hopefully both partners are willing to learn and implement this tool, and then it can be a beautiful thing.
And so I have to share to you ladies and to you Isabelle the way I learned about the 5 love languages. So you know that I'm a relationship coach since 2007, and so I really, when I first started, I told myself I don't want to read any book about relationship. I don't want to be influenced by other people's work. I just want to be influenced by my coaching practice, my experience, what I see every single day. And that's why I'm doing these videos to you ladies. It's because what I share to you is something that has been proven in the field or on the field.
Yes.
But one day I went to my best friend. You know, we were talking about our life, and I told him, oh, I realized something. Like, this is game changer. This will be like the next amazing book that will be given to everyone. I told him, I realized that we love the way we want to be loved. You know?
Yes.
And so I was so excited to tell him that. I was like, oh my God, I discovered something that nobody told me before. He looked at me and he was like, yeah, this is basically the book of Gary Chapman.
He burst
It
your
just
bubble.
destroyed my life.
He burst your bubble.
It destroyed my life. So
You can still write it. You can still write it. Give
yeah,
it your
but it
own
has
twist.
been done. So I was like, what is that? I read this book, and this was the only book. This was the first and only book that I read about love and relationships. So Gary Chapman explained the idea that we have 5 ways of loving and receiving love. Right? So there is the physical touch, the words of affirmation, act of service, the gift, and
quality time.
Quality time is the time we spend together. So we want to talk to you about these 5 love languages for you first, because I didn't realize that my love language was act of service. And when I asked someone, when I was surrounding myself, asking a lot of people, I realized that a lot of men, they have the act of service love language. You know, it's kind of like actions, and we want to be there for you. And I've seen so many women telling me, Alex, or asking me, Alex, why is it not my guy telling me that he loves me? So the words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
So I want to know, what is your love language, and how does it work with you in your practice coaching? How do you help women to use them as a tool?
So my personal love language?
I want to know. What
okay, you want to know?
Yeah,
He's curious.
Good to know. Yeah.
So I did the test. There is a free test on the website. It's very good to do. It takes like, what, 5-10 minutes? So go find it. It's on the 5lovelanguages.com or something.
Like this,
And mine are quality time and words of affirmation.
So this is very, I was about like quality time, because this, my wife always is telling me, I want quality time. You're always on your phone. Okay. So this is funny, because I'm not saying this is like for every man and every woman, but it's kind of like a pattern that I'm seeing a lot. So quality time, words of affirmation.
So I call it walk and talk.
Okay.
We take a walk and we talk together. Or sometimes, and this is one important thing I want to share with the ladies. If you know, for example, this is your love language, words of affirmation or quality time, and right now you're not in a place where you can talk with your partner about this, maybe you're just going through some critical times, then just do it for yourself. call a friend and do the walk by yourself, or meet with a friend. Fill it up with your, like, for yourself first, so you're more able to give than to your partner. So I think that's very important, that they also can be used to fill yourself up first, right? So if your love language is acts of service, maybe you need to do something for yourself that makes you feel good, like having, I don't know, what would that be in your life, an act of service?
No, but act of service, I can give it to my friends, to my family.
Yeah.
You know, I can make sure that I'm here for people.
Yes.
And not just
So
the
being
person I'm in
available.
a relationship. Yes, and I love what you just mentioned, because this is really important. I don't know if you realize that, ladies, but when we have a love language, it doesn't mean that we will use it only for our partner. It could be for the friend, for the family, for
Friends,
someone that we
family.
don't even know, but it just fuels us with a purpose.
Yeah.
So let's say that I go to the supermarket, someone asks me like to grab a box because I'm big and tall, you know. She said I was big, okay? And big in French, when you do the translation, means fat.
I got lost in translation.
That's okay. So basically, when I go to the supermarket, I'm tall, so everyone is asking me to grab something.
Can you reach that? That would be me, 5'4".
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, can you
so
reach
I
that?
will, I will reach and grab it for you, and I will
Yeah.
feel good. So when I'm coming back home, I'm happy. I feel like I'm important. So it's not just in the relationship, and I love what you just mentioned. So that's very important. So you just mentioned that we can do it for ourselves. We can know our love language, and you also say that this is a tool.
Yes.
What do you mean by it's a tool, and how can we use the 5 love language?
It's not the one and only.
Okay.
It's not gonna fix everything 100% in one day. Okay, it's just one tool out of many. Like, we still need to learn how to communicate. We still need to learn how to do self-growth. We still need to learn how to be grounded and be honest and connect and go on dates. Like, it's just one of many. So one thing that I like about the 5 love languages is that, first of all, you realize what yours are. After you did the test, you realize what yours are. And then you can ask yourself, is that how I want to be loved? Do I want to receive quality time and words of affirmation from my partner? And what if that's not their love language? Most likely it isn't, right? Most likely it isn't, because they have another love language. So you can kind of like you're not meeting, because you're expecting this and you wanting this to feel loved, and he's doing this because he's thinking he loves you. Let's say the partner's love language is acts of service. So he takes out the garbage, he does the dishes, and all you want is sit down on the couch and cuddle because your love language is touch. Then he thinks he's showing you love, but you're not receiving it because in your mind it's cuddling.
Yeah.
So he means well, but he doesn't know, and you mean well, and he doesn't know. So there needs to be conversation and exploration and growth.
I love what you mentioned. It's because it gives us clarity.
Yeah.
It gives us, I would say, it teaches us also the way we can love someone, the way we want to be loved also. That's very important.
Yeah.
Because you can see some people, they love each other, but they both say that they are empty. It's kind of like, I don't receive the love I want. I don't feel like this is what I need, this is what I want, even when we love each other. What you need to understand with this video for us, for me it was very important to tell you that, is that the 5 love languages, it's a step of getting to know that love is not easy.
I love that.
Love is not easy. And that when you get to know you, and that when you get to know a guy, you can build something amazing. But it's just also very important to know your values, what you want to expect, the project that you want to create, the common goals.
Good.
This is something very important. But what do we do when we are not feeling the love from our partner? Let's say that we know that our love language for you ladies is words of affirmation. If I don't receive this from a guy, how can I make him know what I want? How can I communicate?
Well, it needs to be part of a conversation, right? Maybe you can even make a date out of it. Make it lighthearted. Don't make it like, we have to talk.
Yeah, but this talk is not good.
We don't want that, right? We have to talk. I found this book. You need to read it and put it on his nightstand. We've all done it. We've all done it, right?
I was like, okay, Isabelle, okay, I see.
We've all done it. So that doesn't work, sadly, but I've experienced that. So you make it lighthearted, make it fun, make it into a date. Like, I don't know, be creative. Be creative in getting to know this tool and introducing it to your partner. Don't make it heavy. We don't want this, you need to read this, and this is what we need. And like, he's got to be shut down. right?
I love what you mentioned because it can create effectively some conflict, put pressure on him.
Yeah.
That's not the goal. And sometimes this is true because sometimes we just realize or we learn something that we want to share to someone. We are so excited, but that person is not at the same level of energy. So the 5 love languages, it's here for you to know what is the way you give, what is the way you love someone, and what can you receive right now. So let's repeat first of all the 5 love languages. So the first one was the physical touch. So it's very important to hug,
cuddle,
to have some intimacy, also to cuddle, basically to be always touching someone, right? Number 2 will be the act of service. Act of service is like when someone needs you, you're here 100% of the time. Number 3 will be the words of affirmation, giving compliments, expressing how you feel, you know, saying someone that you love that person.
Saying thank you.
Yeah. Number 4 will be the gift, like little attention. It doesn't have to be big gift or very expensive, right?
Yeah, yeah. It can be a small trinket. I thought of you, or picked up your favorite chocolate on the way here.
Yeah.
We both like chocolate.
I love it. I love it. Every time she comes in the studio, ooh, I have my chocolate.
Yeah, there could be something small. I just a thought of, you know, I thought of you and I picked this up for you. Or I went on a business trip and I went to the gift shop and I brought you a little. I thought of you when I saw that. It doesn't have to be a dozen roses or a trip to Hawaii. You know.
But it would be nice.
Would be nice.
Yeah, and that will lead us to the 5 love languages number 5, which is the quality time. The time that we spend together. Making sure that I clear my calendar, making sure that we do something where we are really connected to each other.
Yeah.
So it would be good for you to ask yourself, what is your love language? Tell us in the comments.
Oh yeah, that
Tell
would
us
be
if
good to
my
know.
theory of the act of service is for men and the words of affirmation, quality time is for women. Tell us what you think about that.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then to know that your partner is trying, right? In a healthy relationship, they are trying to please you and you're trying to please them. You might just not see it because it's in a different language, and that's why the book is called Love Language, because he's trying to communicate, you're trying to communicate, but you're missing each other.
That's true.
Like, I took the garbage out, I did the dishes, I mowed the lawn. What do you mean? I don't love you, right? Or I sat down with you and I spent time with you and I gave you a back rub and you didn't notice. Well, maybe his love language is acts of service or, you know, gifts, and you missed it. So it's really good to know, and then you can adjust. And again, there's no law. I don't want this to be a heavy law. It's a tool. Use it wisely. Start playing with it. Start getting to know it, and then use it in your relationship. And if you need help with it, of course, we're here to help you with it.
Exactly. So I will include the link in the description if you want to book a private coaching session with Coach Isabelle, myself. We are here for you. We want to help you. We want to give you our best. And as you mentioned, it's always some tools, and these tools need to open your eyes on other tools and other possibility. And when you master all the tools, like your life is changing. You have an amazing life, you're enjoying the moment, you're truly yourself, and this is what you need, and this is what you want, ladies.
I just remembered I did a workshop on those 5 love languages, so I have some good questions. Maybe we can add them to the in a file or a link. So some questions.
We will do our best to give you these resources. You can also participate with a coaching session, and you have to do it, but you have to
smash the like button.
And you have to subscribe.
Subscribe.
And you need to come and join this community. We need you. We want you here.
We need you.
Yes.
So we need your ideas.
Yeah, that would be amazing to do another video. So if you have any question, if you want to receive the tools that Isabelle has, just let us know in the comment section, because we will be there with you and for you. Thank you so much, Isabelle.
Yeah, we'll spend quality time with you.
Yeah,
there you go.
This is what we love on a
we love
Sunday.
it. Yes.
Okay, we see you soon.
See ya.
Bye, ladies. Take care.